Okay, part whatever. I just ran up the stairs, so I'm gonna huff and puff for a bit. But yeah, the rest of the family's home. Again, love building Gundams. I've probably said again, love building Gundams like 3 times. I don't remember. So many different varieties. Takes a lot of patience. I love building them. And there's some more down here. This is my first. I'm breathing so hard. My first master grade, the Death Scythe back here. Really cool. But as you can see, got a lot of different ones. Oh, there's the Hideo Kojima one. Oh, Kojima Productions. I love that she's got like a half suit on, half suit off type of thing. Only in anime. This guy here, pretty impressive. Elvira. More Darkstalkers and Bizarro. Again, hate Superman. There's his tombstone back there, but love me some Bizarro. There's a Super Metroid poster hiding back here. And my Muscle Men. This is my current collection. Of course, there's hundreds of these dudes. Could never have them all. But I've amassed quite a few of them before they started really jacking up the prices on eBay. So, yeah. What else we got? A complete inbox Tetris. I got that for Shell. Tetris is her jam, and she can beat you at it, I guarantee. Here's the weirdest Ace Attorney merchandise I have. It is the Judge's Mallet. It is a 15th anniversary deal. I've never been able to find much information about it, but it's an actual wooden ass mallet. Gavel, I guess you could say. You should. Here's Ferb number 1. It doesn't work. I took it apart and tried to fix it. It's long dead. I got it for $5, so that's fine. This, though, is King Furby. And King Furby works real well. I got him out of the box, and he was working perfectly. He's just in hibernation right now. But, you know, King of all Furbies, that's a lot of work. I understand. He's got to take a nap. Here's a Surf and Alf back here. Got a troll doll. Got to have a troll doll. You go to any antique shop, you're going to see a lot of these suckers. But this is the most adorable one I've ever found. Went to the Flamingo in Vegas, brought back a chip. There's some old Micro Machine Batmobile and Batwing. And again, in antique shops, you'll find nothing but these California raisins. So I had to grab some of those. Macho Man. Some Neopets back here. And the Energizer Bunny, which did quit, by the way. So, lies. I showed you the original Twice Candy Bong light stick earlier. Again, the name. I'm not responsible. This is the Candy Bong Z, the newest version. Makes a lot of cool different light shows. And it's Bluetooth. They don't do it really in America for shows, but if you go see them, you know, in Korea, Japan, and stuff, they sync to Bluetooth, and they can control everybody's light stick in the arena to do really cool patterns and tricks and stuff. This is a multi-tap for Bomberman on the Super Famicom, which is pretty rad. You get 2 of these, and you can do your 8-player. I just want to turn it into a necklace. Down here, we got Glowworm. I really got to clean him up. I just got one. Took him apart and he doesn't work, sadly. But that is the exact glowworm I had when I was a kid. So it's cool to have that again. Old Ghostbusters figure, you know, one of these that you could do shit to transform them. You don't have one of these in your belly button? I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, Metalhead. Shiny Turtle. She-Ra. I recently got this She-Ra on discount. She's roughed up. She looked like she'd been through a couple wind tunnels. This pissed off Furby. And more figures back here. This is cool. So, this Fisher Price tape player back here, I used to have when I was a little kid, growing up playing Nintendo. And what I would do is I would record myself playing like Excite Bike or Punch Out or Rygar, and just put it right up to the TV and record it. And then I'd slam this thing on my handlebars and ride my bike around town blasting Nintendo music. I guess that was, the beginning of my video game music love. And they used to have one of these at my babysitter's. It was just like a play payphone. But I was a big phone hacker back in the day, a freaker if you're old like me. And I always wanted to get one of these back. And again, thank you, Patrick. Got a lot of big box games down here, a lot of really important ones. Like Myst and TIE Fighter. Wow. Really cool. Dark Forces, hell yeah. Grand Theft Auto Vice City on PC, sure. There's the bongos for all the Donkey Kong bongo games. I used to have two, but one of them got busted. I'll have to pick up another one. Miss Pac-Man's hiding under here from her abusive husband that's addicted to pills and lives in the sewer. And I went to one of those pottery painting places, and I didn't know what to do, so I got a dog, and I painted him like Rush. I'm not a good painter, as you can tell. Back here is a wand from Harry Potter World that Richard spotted me for when we went to Harry Potter World together. And I still got that. Again, the green screen lives right here because I don't have anywhere else to put it. It's too damn big to lug around. Let's give you another shot of this wall. Again, I don't have to tell you everything that's up here, but I can go ahead and kind of go back and forth so you can see some of the stuff that's up here. An old Virtual Boy ad. Oh man, God, I had such a big crush on Jennifer Connelly. I can't tell you. See, nowadays, it's David Bowie. You know what I'm saying? Secret Wars. That is one of my most favorite comic book arcs of all time. So pumped that it came back for like a kind of like a retelling, and they did so good with it. It has old school Galactus. More stuff back here. More stuff hidden. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, there's the Itsy ring light. This is pretty rad because get it off the base. You can wear it as a big ass bracelet, and it's, I don't know if you can see it, but it's all glittery. This either does like a bright white light, flashing, or just a constant cycle of rainbow colors. That was really cool to see at their concert, which we were lucky enough to get tickets to. Twice and Itsy. Some more stuff. There's the Master Sword. I apologize if stuff has been blurry. I've never shot video on this phone, and I thought I did good settings before I did this. But there you have it. I'll look at Leia with a lightsaber on this cover. Amazing. Look at Butch. There's a lot of random stuff on here. Look at this old Superman versus Spider-Man. That was a crazy book. They were on like the same page for maybe, 2 seconds, but that's how you sold comics back in the day. Oh, Vira. Sweet. More shit. Did you know Fugitoid had his own comic? Check that out. I just scrapped the cover. Wing Commander 3 up there. Oh, do you remember this X-Men cover? Hell yeah. God, that wraparound cover is so good. Was that Jim Lee? I bet that was Jim Lee. Fucking awesome. Can't really see from here. Yeah. There's a Quake 2 ad here that's really cool. Yep. A Scud the Disposable Assassin. Did you know? I mean, if you don't know from the comics, which is pretty rare to begin with, that there was a Sega Saturn game? Pretty crazy. Cool. We're getting close to the end here. This is the main TV here. I got it for like, I want to say $50 from somebody's garage. on Facebook Marketplace because I had a great TV and took it to an event and it was all jacked up and the volume wasn't working. It kept turning itself to the max over and over again and blowing the speakers out. And I tried to take it apart to fix it and I destroyed it. So had to get another one to replace it. Fortunately, this one's really good. I'm happy with it. It's like 14 years old. Works really well. There's Silver Surfer. Oh, there's my slender figure. Again, even in the reflection of a black TV, you can tell that my ankles are barren. Horrible. Depressing, embarrassing, churlish. There's Silver Surfer. You can't see the fingerprints all over this guy, but trust me, they're there. It's a PS2. It is modded, although it's got the original hard drive in it, so I've only got like 6 games on it. But again, now that I've got a fat PS3, that's not going to be a problem anymore. Newman got me that though. Got me a lot of teachings as far as modding goes. This is my Japanese PS1. Had to get a Japanese one so that I could play Tamayasu Hote, baby. Here's a lovely, disgusting, look at the water in this thing, snow globe of Y2K. I got this at Goodwill. It's coming. Not winter, but Y2K. Went to a drag show the other night, and the DJ there was called DJ Y2K. And I'm like, do we tell him? Look, I didn't mean to take this placard home. I just had a lot to carry, and I put this in my pocket, but now I'm the proud owner of a Whataburger table card. Dreamcast keyboard, got to play Typing of the Dead, and the 2 Evangelion games, Evangelical games that got translated recently. This is one of my pride and joys here. The ugliest N64 I could get a hold of. The Japanese orange Pikachu model. I love it. You know what? Why not turn it on? Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Look at his little cheeks light up. Bzz, bzz. Amazing. And got the Everdrive X7 in here. So it's got the entire Nintendo 64 set I put together, plus the Nintendo 64 Double D games and the Alex 64 games, which are made possible by the expansion port. And I probably shouldn't have taken that out while the system was on. Cool, it's my favorite console, and I just ruined it probably. So that's really rad. I love that a lot. It's fun. You can't see it back here, but oh, maybe you can. I've got the Eon Super 64 adapter, and plugged into that a Marseille M Classic upscaler. Because I don't have the money to pay for like an Ultra HD N64 chip or board, I guess. So putting those things together maybe run you about $150 and looks pretty damn good on modern televisions. To play us out here, I guess I'll start down here. We got some more big boxes, care of Patrick. Mega Man X for PC, did you know? And look, you don't know Jack. Humble beginnings of the Jackbox games. Quarantine. That takes a whole different meaning now. StarCraft. The Fortress of Dr. Radiaki. Oh, and Rise the Triad. Kill all the Nazis you can. These are some shipping stuff that I use to send out small things to people. A bunch of trading card sets are in here. Some that I need to scan. And as I said earlier, I've got a lot of these things that I've had since I was a teenager, but I have a constant collection of pages from comics and game magazines and books that I'm always clipping so that I can turn it into projects like this, or furniture or customized stuff. And you can see that this is a bunch of stuff that I still need to clip from down here under the Companion Cube lunchbox, which is pretty rad. And then here's a whole bunch of sheets here. These are waiting to be clipped. And there's some over here too. So I got a lot of material still sitting here that I need to clip. It's never ending. And this box is like already clipped medium sized objects. There's another box in here. These are tiny ones for when I need to fill tiny spaces. So a bunch of them are here. I've also got a box of large clippings and full size sheets, and I've got another box with poster size things. So whenever I sit down or stand up to do a collage project, I've just got tons of material from the 60s up through the early 2000s, mostly 80s and 90s though, to pick from, and a lot more coming. There's a copy of Pair Paradise, which, if you're unfamiliar with this, it's like DDR but for your arms. So you don't skip arm day. You play Pair Paradise, and you just kind of jump around and swing your arms around like a Power Ranger, and that's how you play this game. It uses sensors to detect you like break the beam, so it knows where your hands are. I used to play DDR until my legs were killing me, and then I'd go and cool off by playing Pair Paradise and work on my arms while these two big fans blew on me, at Aladdin's Castle Arcade in Wichita, Kansas. And I'd just go back and forth and back and forth. I lost like 30 pounds. I'd love to go back to those days. This is my hacked Wii U. It's got a lot of games on it, of course. And this last square, this is just a really cool and weird Mr. Freeze action figure from like a nightmare Batman had once in the animated series. I don't know, man. This is my Dreamcast. The CD unit is ripped out and replaced with a Terra Onion mode, which basically just replaces the entire like visual drive with you can put like an SS or you can put a damn hard drive in it is where I'm going with this. So the entire Sega Dreamcast set is on this puppy here. Also, it's got like the Sega Sports controller port. It was like this when I bought it. So strange. I put the Terra Onion mode in, but this like Sports Edition black controller port was already there. The owner had no idea. He had bought it from someone else too. I wish the battery was replaced, but it's not. It still beeps really loud when I turn it on. Love breaking this out at conventions for people to play on. And finally is this Famicom here. This is the newest addition to the console family. For everybody that had an NES, Nintendo Entertainment System here in the States, this is what came out first in Japan, the Famicom. It's got the controllers built into the sides here. One of them has a microphone. Really interesting little system. This one I got from a Japanese auction. I don't know how. It came with a note that didn't make a lot of sense. But the guy who owned this popped it open and converted it to run off a USB power instead of like a wall unit, and to hook up with white and yellow cables, which this did not do originally. Really interesting. And I can't wait to try it out, mostly because I want to, play that game over there so where I can plug in the submachine gun. Because it only works on a Famicom unit. I'll probably take a video when we test that, because that'll be really fun. Otherwise, I don't have another game for this. I thought of maybe trying to get an auction of like a box full of games, because you can get a box like 20, 30, 40, 50 games for like 30 to 50 bucks if you get a good auction. So that would be neat. But I have to make sure it works first, because this guy like mods them, which is so bizarre. It's in really good shape though. And wow, I think that's it. I think we have been through this entire room now. So if you're still here by now, congratulations. I didn't think you'd make it this far. I also didn't think I would go so in depth in one of these videos for all this happy horseshit that I've collected and that I need to desperately scan. I wish there was more of me so that I could do more things at once. But yeah, thanks for checking out the studio. And if you have any questions on the stuff that you've seen, or if you'd like to donate anything similar that you've seen and that needs a happy home or needs to be a prize for these conventions that we have booths at, and you'd like to donate that to make somebody's day, let me know and we'll take care of that. Thanks for watching.